The camera pans across the massive America's Got Talent stage as the host announces the next contestant. The audience claps politely, expecting another hopeful performer. Slowly, a young Filipino boy steps out from the shadows. His appearance alone tells a story. His small frame, slightly hunched posture, and the nervous clutch of the microphone reveal that this is not just another audition. His clothes are plain and slightly oversized, his shoes look worn, and his eyes dart nervously across the sea of faces staring back at him. Simon Cowell leans forward, brows furrowed, as if sensing something different. Sofia Vergara flashes a reassuring smile, trying to ease the boy's obvious nerves. Heidi Klum waves encouragingly, and Howie Mandel offers a thumbs up. But the boy, though trying to be brave, looks like he might collapse under the weight of the moment. Finally, Simon breaks the silence. "Hello there, what's your name?" The boy clears his throat and answers softly, "My name is Miguel, I'm from the Philippines." His voice trembles, almost drowned by the microphone. When Simon asks about his background, Miguel explains, haltingly, that he grew up in poverty, often singing on the streets to earn money for food and to help his family. He admits that this is his very first time performing on such a massive stage, and that the pressure terrifies him. The entire theater seems to hold its breath. The boy's honesty, combined with his fragile demeanor, instantly tugs at everyone's heartstrings. Sofia leans toward her fellow judges and whispers, "He looks so scared." Simon's expression softens, a rare sight, and he replies gently, "Don't be afraid. Just sing from your heart." The audience, sensing the magnitude of the moment, falls completely silent. A million thoughts hang in the air. Can this boy really deliver a performance strong enough for this stage? Or will his nerves overcome him? The stage lights dim, the music cue is set, and all eyes are locked on Miguel, who grips the microphone tightly and closes his eyes, preparing to give everything he has. The opening guitar chords of Hotel California fill the arena, instantly recognizable and iconic. For a moment, Miguel freezes. The judges lean in nervously. Then, with his eyes still closed, he begins to sing. What comes out of his mouth shocks everyone. His voice, though tender, is unexpectedly rich and haunting. He doesn't just sing the words, he pours his entire life into them. Every note carries the weight of his struggles, his nights singing on the streets for coins, his longing for a life beyond poverty. The familiar lyrics take on a new meaning in his voice, becoming not just a classic rock song but a desperate cry for hope and belonging. The audience sits in stunned silence. Heidi's hand flies to her mouth, her eyes wide with disbelief. Sofia's eyes already glisten with tears. Simon, who had been skeptical moments earlier, leans back in his chair, shaking his head slowly in amazement. As the song builds toward the chorus, Miguel grows stronger. His voice soars, raw and powerful, blending pain and beauty in a way that feels almost otherworldly. The theater fills with the sound of something far greater than just a boy singing a song. It is the sound of a soul crying out and being heard. By the second verse, people in the audience begin to rise to their feet, applauding mid-performance. Some wipe tears from their eyes. His voice cracks slightly as he reaches a particularly emotional line, but instead of weakness, it only deepens the authenticity of his performance. The imperfection makes it perfect, it is real, it is raw, and it is unforgettable. As the final notes echo through the arena, Miguel holds the last word longer than expected, letting it fade slowly into silence. The audience erupts. Thunderous applause shakes the theater. People cheer, scream, and chant. Miguel lowers the microphone, tears streaking down his cheeks, overwhelmed by the storm of love surrounding him. For a few seconds after the song ends, Miguel just stands there, stunned by the overwhelming noise of the crowd. He can barely catch his breath. His small frame trembles as he bows his head, and the tears keep flowing. He never imagined this reaction, not from strangers, not on a stage this big. The judges are visibly shaken. Heidi wipes her eyes with a tissue. Sofia, emotional, leans forward and says, "That was one of the most beautiful, heartfelt performances I have ever heard." Howie nods in agreement, adding, "You didn't just sing, you made us feel every single word." Then Simon speaks. His voice, usually sharp and critical, is unusually tender. "Miguel, I've heard Hotel California 1,000 times in my life. But tonight, you made me hear it for the very first time. You turned your struggles, your pain, into something so incredibly beautiful." You're not just a singer, you're an artist. The boy covers his face with his hands, unable to believe what he's hearing. And then it happens, Sofia and Heidi slam their hands down together on the golden buzzer. In an instant, golden confetti explodes from above, raining down like magic. The entire theater roars with joy, chanting Miguel's name. The boy collapses to his knees, overwhelmed, sobbing openly as the golden lights envelop him. The judges rush to the stage. Sofia kneels beside him, hugging him tightly. You're a star now, Miguel. The world needed to hear you, she whispers. Heidi joins, holding his shoulders and telling him she's proud. Simon stands a little apart at first, watching the boy with a rare softness, before stepping forward and saying quietly but firmly, "You just changed your life tonight." The cameras capture every angle, the boy bathed in confetti, crying but smiling through the tears, the judges surrounding him like family, and the audience clapping and chanting his name. It is not just an audition anymore. It is a transformation. From a poor boy who sang on the streets of the Philippines to survive, Miguel has become an international sensation in one unforgettable moment. His voice, his story, and his courage turned a stage into history. As the golden confetti continues to fall, the boy looks up through his tears, whispering a silent thank you to his family, to the audience, and perhaps even to himself, for daring to dream. That night, a legend is born.